Hello, my name is Lori Mercer, and I'm the founder of firefighterwife.com and the Firewife Sisterhood. I have been married to my firefighter for 11 years and finally feel like we have figured out a way to make our marriage work and make our family work in the crazy fire life schedule that it is. But it was never that easy. Early years of our marriage, I would cry, literally stand at the door and cry as he was leaving for the firehouse. I was totally jealous of his time there, of the bonds he had with the guys. I was jealous that he loved his job, that he was good at his job. I realize those are all ridiculous sounding statements, but it's the truth. And I know I'm not the only firewife that ever felt that way. The interruptions to the schedule, to the family life, the holiday routines, everything's different. And so often there's no one around you who really understands that. And then they come home from the firehouse when you're supposed to be so excited and happy to see them, and they're tired and grumpy, and maybe they've even had a really awful run. You know, maybe they lost a child on the way to Children's Hospital, and there's nothing they can do. And those are the worst moments when you feel like, as a wife, what can I do? What can I say? So it wasn't pretty. It hasn't been pretty, but we have survived, and we have found so many helpful ways to make that work and make that better, and to get through every day with not just a marriage that has survived, but a marriage that is thriving and a family that is thriving with my husband as a firefighter. So I started the Firewife Sisterhood because there's so many other firewives in the same position. I had started hearing this as I was blogging, and really it's an unbelievable number of ladies who are in the same boat. In fact, I heard one of our firefighters talking the other day that said, "Hey, it's just like you all married the same guy," which I thought was really cute. And it's a true indicator that there are so many struggles that are just unique to the fire service. And really nowhere to turn. I mean, I had nowhere to turn at the time and struggled through on my own. So the Firewife Sisterhood, even our girlfriends or our family members don't understand why we can't come to a family holiday event, or maybe why our firefighter is grumpy that day and why we're being a little extra sensitive to his needs. Since beginning the Firewife Sisterhood in July of 2012, over 1,000 women have joined, and really friendships have blossomed all across the country, comforting each other on lonely nights and tragedies and times of worry, and just when maybe there's no other woman in your life that you can turn to who might understand some of your concerns. We've hosted local and national events to connect these ladies together and to really make that bond even stronger. The most common feedback that we've heard so far from the Firewife Sisterhood is that I understand my husband better. He recognizes that. He's so appreciative and amazed that now I have an interest in knowing more about his role as a firefighter and what goes on, and really trying to understand what's going on in his mind. And as a result, our marriage is even stronger. So that is totally what we're striving for here. And I want to make an appeal to chiefs and officers and anyone really who's connected to the fire department who sees the crisis we're in. There is a huge marriage crisis in the fire service. There's no exact study with numbers, but I have seen it quoted anywhere from 75 to 85%, which is absolutely crazy. But as you look around and take a random survey at your fire department, you've probably seen the same thing. There are many people on second marriages, blended families that absolutely complicate the challenges of marriage on top of already having a difficult time with the fire service. So I'm appealing to you that we need to do something to fix this. We need to bring more of these resources to the wives and to the couples to really give them the tools they need to make their marriage stronger, and therefore make better, happier, safer firefighters for your department. So what we're offering is special discounted memberships, or I should say special department memberships at a discount to our Firewife Sisterhood, which is our online support community, and also to the Firewife Academy, which offers online training materials for firewives in all stages. So whether it's a brand new firewife, maybe her husband's just coming out of the academy, or maybe it's somebody who's been around for a while, and as the kids get older, there's new challenges and new struggles. So this is our library of training resources for firewives in all seasons of their lives. Our community has been really enabled by social media. So 11 years ago, I didn't have that benefit because really we're all just emailing each other, and even cell phones maybe weren't so prevalent as they are now. But now we all have smartphones and social media and Facebook and private groups that we can really access and connect with each other in ways that we never could before. So maybe you don't have a firewife who's like your next door neighbor. Some people do, and you're so lucky. But if you don't have that, you can find friendship and encouragement in these online groups. And that's what our online community is about. It is a safe place. We regulate it, we monitor it, we really look after the girls that are in the group. There is a zero tolerance policy on husband bashing and a zero tolerance policy on mean girls. And this is so important to make it the safe place where people feel like they can come and turn to, they can be an encourager when they see somebody who has an issue similar to them, or they can ask for encouragement for themselves. So this is run by a team of firewives who are have lived this lifestyle and who get these challenges and who help us administrate that and keep it the positive and uplifting place. Now I know some of you are probably thinking, I'm not going to touch the firewives with a 10-foot pole. We tried that auxiliary thing and it was a disaster and there was so much drama and all kinds of craziness, and so we just don't do the auxiliary. Well, this is not meant to replace an auxiliary, and if you are running a successful ladies auxiliary, I really applaud you, because the connection in person and in your community is super important. But the auxiliary model doesn't work for everyone. Not every department has their fighters living near the station so that the wives can easily get there and connect, and they don't all live near each other. So we really want to make this resource available for everybody, every firewife, even if your department does not have an auxiliary. If you do have an auxiliary, these programs could be an asset to your auxiliary programs as well. So to learn more about our Firewife Sisterhood and our Firewife Academy, you can go to firefighterwife.com/department programs and fill out the contact form, look at the information there, and we'd love to help you strengthen your fire family and your department and really bring the firewives onto your team and in the end have better firefighters. Thank you.